So for a little bit of context, like basically what's going on is, and you educated me on this. The animators that work for Mappa are apparently being overworked or having to work too much, too long, whatever the case may
I
be.
think one of the things with new anime, just to spike on that for a second, but like is there's not a lot of fillers.
Yeah.
Like you have with One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, people hate on the fillers, but a lot of it was to distinctly separate the manga progress
Yeah.
from
To buy time.
yes.
Which I never thought
Yeah.
about. And we were actually talking about this last week, just, when we were off camera, and you actually told me, you're like, no, the reason that Mappa is pushing things so much is because they want to stay really close to the manga release.
Yeah.
And then that made sense. And you were like, think about, like you just said, when we were growing up watching Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and Bleach and One Piece, and you would have an entire season or an entire arc of 20, 30, 40 episodes of filler. And I just never thought about that. And it's like, oh yeah, duh. Obviously that's why, because they're waiting for the manga, but they don't want to stop the show. And so now we're in this era where things like the manga's coming out and then episodes are coming out. And then now we're in this situation with Mappa.
And not even that really too. It's also with even just like English dub, right? Like English dub comes out so much faster.
Oh, what we're seeing happen with Jujutsu Kaisen is, I mean, Mappa's taken on a bunch of shows.
Stuff.
There's even some of the new anime that we talked about in last week's episode is being done by Mappa.
Yeah.
And the animation is phenomenal. And so we're seeing all this stuff on social media, and we gotta kind of wonder, like, is it really that serious, or are people sensationalizing to get people to click on their videos and to click on their posts? Because you'll see things like Jujutsu Kaisen is going to get canceled ? And it's like, okay, well, is there anybody really going on the record to say like, hey, we might have to postpone, or we're going to walk out?
As far as I know, and there was some level of like an worker strike to a degree for what that is in Japan, right? Like Japan work culture is a bit different than American work culture, and the way they do it, whether it be like overworking or stuff like that, like it's not. And I've even read just interviews, not even talking about anime, but even just like about Tokyo work culture in general, can get very heavy in on people. And so am I surprised by it? Not necessarily. Do I think Mappa will take care of it because they're one of the most popular animators out there? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully it ends with them getting less worked or rotation, and it's not just more like, hey, you can out the door get a hike, we'll get new people in. Because they have some of the best animators. And so, and if those animators go to different companies, maybe different companies will pick them up. Do I think Jujutsu getting canceled though? No.
Yeah.
No.
I think like you said, they're going to figure something out, because it is arguably one of the most popular current like anime that's out right now. And I can't imagine like how much revenue they would lose if they couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
And